start with Tomer here on the left.
Tomer Azarli with Clutch Points. Daniel, just you guys have faced some deep teams in this playoff run. I'm curious, where do you think the Celtics team's depth ranks, and what is the key to stopping a team that has so many guys who can create off the dribble, create for others and themselves?
Just stay consistent on defense. Our communication is always tested when it comes to games like this because of how much they want to play on the perimeter. We just got to make sure we get those guys inside the line and make sure our rotations are top tier.
Any other questions?
Daniel, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. So you had 2 points at halftime, but 11 in the second half. What do you think you guys were able to get going inside? Because it's kind of been a missing component in the first game and a half.
You just got to play to the physicality. At the end of the day, they pushing us around. We got to be able to do the same thing. So that's kind of like what the message was when we came out second half, set the tone physically.
First row, Mike.
Mike Curtis, Dallas Morning News. Jason talked about just finding offense outside of Luka and Kyrie. Obviously, the lob threat is a big part in that. You guys are able to get a couple tonight. Just what can be done to make sure that's sustainable going forward?
Having poise offensively and making sure we get the right guys downhill. Well, pretty much any guy downhill, to be honest. We got a lot of guys that can, drive to the basket and score the ball that gravitate a lot of attention from anybody that's the low man. So we just have to make sure, as bigs, me and D-Live, and make sure we get the guys downhill to where they can get a shot off, or we get a rebound if they miss it, or just throw the lob over the top.
Third row.
Daniel, Gil McGregor from Sporting News. Kyrie mentioned winning the first and the fourth quarter, and there's some positives there. What do you take from this game and bottle up to try to take back to Dallas and get things in your favor?
For sure we're focusing on the positive things at the end of the day. I know Luka said that it was a lot on him when it came down to it. It's a team game. We can't have one person taking the blame for everything because, we all have faults in certain areas on the floor, and we make up for that trying just continuing to play through just adversity, any obstacle that we face. We always have to play through that as a team. So, he missed free throws, I missed free throws. There was a lot of guys that missed free throws tonight, and that hurt us. So, it's not just on him, not on Kyrie. It's a team thing. We just have to just come out with the same mindset that we had tonight and try to win all 4 quarters.
First row.
Mike Leslie, WFA. Daniel, there was a lot of guys on this roster that did not have experience in this round coming into this series. You seemed more comfortable as a group tonight now that you are 2 games into the series, even though you did lose both of them. Are there things that you feel like you've learned about what this stage is like, and can that help you at all going forward?
Oh, for sure. This is the biggest stage in the NBA. Everybody wants to be here at the end of the season. So, we just have to come prepared, shake off the nerves, get the butterflies out. It's going to be crazy atmosphere, crazy energy. It's the NBA Finals. Everybody wants to be in this situation.
First row, Valencia.
Valencia King, Real Talk Sports. Daniel, thank you for your time. You mentioned the crazy atmosphere that it's going to be when you get back to Dallas. From a media standpoint, we talk about home court advantage. As a player standpoint, is that something that you guys can lean into at this stage?
Yeah, for sure. They got their crowd into it when we came here, and they did their job when it came to just protecting home court. We got to do the same thing.
Third row, Eddie.
Eddie Sefko, Mavs.com. It's the first time you guys have lost 2 in a row in the playoffs. Is the psyche okay for this team, and how do you kind of gather yourself going home?
Just focus on the positives, and then at the end of the day, we just find ways to just make adjustments to what we kind of lacked in certain areas. Most definitely, watch film, learn from it, be ready for the next one.
All the way to the back to the right.
Champ DeLunas from ABS-CBN News. Daniel, Kristaps exploded in Game 1 and Drew on Game 2. Do you think this is because you concentrate your defense too much on JT and JB?
I don't think so. I just feel like they just made plays at the end of the day.
Any other questions?
DJ Sadeghi of Forbes. What is the biggest thing you feel like you guys need to improve upon to turn this series around?
Just our poise. Being comfortable in the situation. We have to embrace the atmosphere and just embrace whatever's going to be thrown at us. This is a great team that we're playing against, and they're going to throw everything they can at us to just rattle us in any given circumstance. So we just have to take our time.
All right, thanks, Daniel.